Have you ever felt that the more vitamins you take, the more tired your body becomes, and your limbs grow weaker, as if losing strength? Especially after the age of 60, there are two types of vitamins that, if used improperly, not only fail to make you healthier, but also cause your legs to weaken and make each step more difficult. No one would have guessed that those supplements you take every morning hoping to boost health, prevent osteoporosis or memory loss, could silently trigger muscle wasting. Every pill, every sip you put into your body sometimes does not support strength, but quietly nourishes weakness. Your legs start to tire more. Joints become stiffer. You walk unsteadily, easily stumble, and recurring aches persist. You blame age, but the truth is far scarier. You might unknowingly be accelerating muscle loss silently and dangerously without realizing it. Moreover, some seemingly harmless foods are actually culprits, causing inflammation, water retention, muscle cramps, and speeding up muscle atrophy after age 60. Meanwhile, two common vitamins found in most pharmacies are being misused by many people. When combined with an unbalanced diet, they don't help recovery, but instead make you weaker, slower, and more prone to falls every day. In fact, we don't fall because of a strong impact, but because our legs have been weakening for a long time without us noticing. In this video, you will learn the truth behind two types of vitamins that many elderly people are using incorrectly. You will also understand why seemingly unrelated symptoms, such as leg fatigue, swelling, and dull pain, share a common cause. And most importantly, you will know what you need to do starting today so that old age is not just days of living happily and healthily, but regaining strength, vitality, and independence. Right now, press the subscribe button so you don't miss out on upcoming useful videos. Modern life may be increasingly advanced, with economic and social development on the rise, but on the contrary, human health is showing a downward trend. The biggest cause lies in things that seem very familiar: daily eating habits and lifestyle. Therefore, right now, I would like to share with you 15 common foods that silently weaken the legs of the elderly, deteriorating bones and joints faster without many people even realizing it. 15th, sweets and sugar-filled desserts. Every time you enjoy a piece of cake, have you ever asked yourself, is this sweet gift biting into your joint health and making those already tiring pains even more persistent? If you've ever felt your arms and legs becoming weaker for no apparent reason, then it's time to listen to this story. Refined sugar, the kind found in candies, cakes, and soft drinks, when entering the body, triggers chronic inflammation, especially in muscles and joints. Prolonged inflammation makes your legs sensitive, sore, uncomfortable, and gradually weaker. Day by day. Not only that, sugar also increases insulin resistance, one of the causes that drain your muscles of energy. Weak muscles and unstable legs are the consequence. Moreover, excess sugar leads to weight gain, and every added pound is extra pressure on your legs, making joints and muscles more prone to injury. This is particularly dangerous for the elderly, whose bodies have naturally lost muscle mass over the years. Weight gain becomes a double burden that causes the legs to tire quickly and ache more. Did you know sugar also affects blood circulation? Consuming too much sugar can reduce blood flow to the legs, meaning your muscles don't receive enough oxygen and nutrients to recover and stay strong. This is why many older adults often feel tingling or discomfort in their legs. In addition, sweets often lack essential nutrients like protein and magnesium, which are the building blocks necessary to strengthen and maintain muscle power. Consuming lots of sugar while lacking these nutrients only makes your body weaker and reduces mobility, something none of us want as we enter old age. A small piece of cake or a slice of pastry that seems harmless can become the starting point for leg weakness, affecting your independence and joy in life. Furthermore, industrial sweets often contain many preservatives and chemical colorings, the enemies that increase inflammation and throw your body out of balance. Instead, choose natural, low-sugar desserts like fruit with a sprinkle of fragrant cinnamon or homemade sweets with a moderate amount of sugar. You can still enjoy sweetness without hurting your legs. Remember, strong legs will take you far, and your taste buds will thank you for making these smart choices. 14. Fried foods. Who doesn't love crispy French fries or delicious fried treats like donuts and chicken nuggets, right? But after the age of 60, the habit of eating a lot of fried foods becomes a silent enemy that harms your legs significantly. Fried foods contain a lot of trans fats and saturated fats, the culprits that cause prolonged inflammation in the body. This inflammation directly affects muscles and joints, making your legs stiff, uncomfortable, and more prone to injury. Not only that, the bad fats in fried foods also reduce blood circulation to the legs. When blood doesn't flow evenly, the muscles don't receive enough oxygen and nutrients to recover, slowing down healing and making your legs even more tired. Have you ever noticed that after a meal full of fried foods, your legs often feel heavier and more painful? That's your body reacting to the excess fat you've just taken in. Additionally, fried foods have very low nutritional density, meaning they provide very little in the way of vitamins, minerals, and protein, the important nutrients that help build and maintain strong muscles. Eating too many fried foods can lead to muscle loss, making your legs less stable and making it more difficult to walk, climb stairs, or carry things. And here's the concerning part. Fried foods also cause weight gain and are a common contributor to obesity, which adds even more pressure to legs that are already weakening with age. This vicious cycle reduces your mobility and independence. According to recent data from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, about 41% to 44% of adults aged 65 and older in the U.S. are obese, and this rate is expected to rise in the coming decades due to unhealthy diets and the consumption of certain foods. Now that you've heard this, do you have a clearer understanding of the harmful effects of fried foods on the health of older adults? If yes, comment 1. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to receive the most useful health tips from Senior Health Tips. The next food on the list will surprise you, not just because it's so familiar, but also because of its hidden effects that weaken your leg muscles day by day. And that is 13. White bread. The invisible thief that quietly steals the strength from your legs. Perhaps every morning you start your day with a slice of fragrant toasted white bread, lightly spread with some butter or fruit jam. Tasty, convenient, and easy to eat. But the truth is this, that seemingly harmless bread is quietly destroying the strength of your legs. Because white bread is made from refined wheat flour, a type of flour that has had most of its fiber and nutrients stripped away during processing. The result is that this kind of bread becomes a fast-absorbing starch, causing your blood sugar to spike right after eating. Every time your blood sugar rises quickly like that, it disrupts your metabolism, causes fatigue, muscle weakness, and makes your legs prone to soreness or loss of strength. What's more worrying is that eating white bread regularly can reduce your muscles' ability to absorb energy. Leg muscles, already declining with age, will become weaker and weaker if not nourished properly. When muscles are no longer firm, standing up, walking, or carrying light items also becomes more difficult. Not only that, white bread is also a food low in nutrition, very little fiber, and almost no protein or minerals. That means each time you eat it, you're not truly nourishing your body, but just adding empty calories that lead to weight gain, increased inflammation, and more burden on your legs. Try to recall Have you ever, after a breakfast of bread, butter, and jam, felt your legs a bit tired or slightly dizzy when standing up? That's not just a coincidence. It's a sign your body is speaking up. No need to worry. The good news is you don't have to give up bread. Just make a small change. Choose whole grain bread or bread made from whole grains like oats, flaxseed, or rye. These types are rich in fiber, help stabilize blood sugar, aid digestion, and help muscles receive more energy. When combined with boiled eggs, plant-based butter, or unsweetened yogurt, you'll have a meal that's both delicious and energizing, especially for your legs. Old age is not a time to sit still and wait for whatever comes. It's the moment to proactively choose what's best for you, starting with safe, healthy, and body-loving meals. 12. Alcohol. According to a recent study by American scientists, older adults tend to drink less than younger people. However, drinking alcohol within limits does not mean it is safe, especially for those over 60, as it seriously affects your legs. As age increases, the body's ability to metabolize alcohol decreases significantly. Alcohol not only causes fatigue, but also hinders the absorption of important minerals such as calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D, the living ingredients for strong bones and flexible muscles. When these substances are lacking, bones become more brittle, muscles weaken, falls become more likely, and recovery after activity takes longer. Drinking alcohol also causes dehydration, leading to muscle cramps, spasms, and loss of flexibility, something many elderly people mistakenly attribute to just getting old. In fact, the culprit may be that seemingly harmless small glass of wine. Moreover, alcohol directly affects liver function, where substances necessary for muscle tissue regeneration are produced. Every time you drink alcohol, you make your liver work harder and slow down the body's recovery process after daily activities like walking, climbing stairs, or even standing for long periods. In addition, alcohol silently causes weight gain, especially abdominal fat accumulation, increasing pressure on your legs day by day. And you know it well. Increased weight combined with reduced muscle mass leads to weak legs, joint pain, and difficulty moving. Have you ever felt tired with weak limbs after a party involving alcohol? If yes, please comment number 9, as that is the body's warning that it's time to change. Regular drinking not only causes chronic low-grade inflammation, but also makes you reluctant to move around, lazy to exercise, and gradually lose independence, becoming dependent on children and grandchildren. 11th. Processed meats. Have you ever felt stiff, heavy legs every morning, needing to sit for a while before standing up? Don't be quick to blame old age. The culprit might be yesterday's convenient breakfast, a slice of cold cuts, or a sausage sandwich. Out of reluctance to cook or simply wanting to eat quickly, people often choose processed meats such as sausages, ham, or bacon. Tasty and convenient, but behind that appealing appearance lie silent risks for leg health. These meats contain high amounts of salt, many chemical preservatives, and saturated fats, a trio that can cause chronic inflammation in the body. Inflammation, especially in older adults, often manifests in the most vulnerable places: knees, calves, ankles, the points that bear the weight of the entire body each day. Besides inflammation, saturated fat in processed meats also clogs circulation, preventing enough blood and oxygen from reaching muscles. The result? Leg muscles become tired, gradually weaken, and struggle to recover after any activity, whether walking around the house or standing while washing dishes. Moreover, preservatives may disrupt glucose metabolism, making energy unavailable to muscle cells. You will feel fatigue, weakness, and prolonged loss of strength. You might have thought, at this age, eating whatever is fine. But no, The older you get, the more your body needs careful protection. Each meal should be nourishment, not an accumulating burden. Try replacing items step by step. Sausages with boiled eggs, ham with shredded chicken breast, regular cooking oil with olive oil or butter oil. Small changes create great strength. You will feel lighter legs, more flexible, less pain and fatigue. And that is your body's way of thanking you. When choosing between fleeting convenience and long-term quality of life, choose healthy legs, because those legs take you for walks, help you stand each morning, and keep your freedom in old age. And right after this, I will talk about a seemingly light food that secretly drains muscle energy daily without you realizing it. That is 10. Instant noodles. Instant noodles may make you forget meals, but they cannot make you forget the pain in every step, the growing worry about a future without independence and freedom to move. Made mainly from refined flour, additives, and almost no fiber or vitamins, a pack of noodles looks like a full meal, but is actually an empty meal. High in calories but low in nutrients. For people over 60, what the body needs is no longer just fullness, but sufficient nutrition to nourish muscles and bones. Lacking protein and essential micronutrients, muscles gradually atrophy, legs become tired and weak, and just a few minutes of walking can leave you breathless and wanting to sit down. Another danger in instant noodles is the extremely high salt content. Just one small pack already contains more than half of the recommended daily salt intake. Too much salt causes water retention, leading to swollen legs, numbness, pain, and even increased blood pressure that hinders blood flow nourishing the muscles. When blood does not reach where it's needed, muscles have no energy and cannot recover, causing prolonged fatigue, cramps, and leg weakness after even minor movements. Have you ever noticed that after eating instant noodles at night, you wake up feeling heavy, uncomfortable, and noticeably slower when walking? Additionally, additives, seasoning powders, flavor enhancers like MSG in instant noodles are also culprits causing chronic low-grade inflammation in the body. Even at mild levels, they are enough to stiffen joints and accelerate muscle degeneration, things the elderly must avoid. Moreover, lacking fiber, instant noodles cause rapid blood sugar spikes that reduce insulin efficiency, preventing muscles from properly absorbing energy. That's why many people still feel exhausted and have tired legs despite little physical activity after eating noodles. What seems like a simple meal can turn small tasks like going to the market or climbing a few steps into big challenges. Leg health is the key to your daily freedom to walk, but those seemingly harmless eating habits are quietly draining your energy. Remember, after age 60, every food choice is a choice for quality of life. 9. Industrial cakes. The scent of youth, but hidden risks that gnaw away at your leg health. The latest medical research has shown that industrial cakes contain high amounts of sugar and additives that can trigger inflammatory reactions in the body, especially in older adults. Arthritis, leg pain and fatigue, muscle atrophy are not only physical problems, but also bring serious psychological consequences such as stress, anxiety, and feelings of loneliness. Those fragrant, sweet industrial cakes, so tempting, actually hide a hidden contract that is not good for health, especially for adults and the elderly. They are made from processed sugar, hydrogenated fats, and synthetic preservatives. These ingredients not only disrupt metabolism, but also irritate the body's systems, forcing them to overdrive. The sugar in industrial cakes is the culprit behind insulin dysfunction, an important hormone for energy metabolism. When insulin becomes irregular, the body easily accumulates excess fat. This not only causes weight gain, but also creates an unfavorable environment for maintaining muscle strength. Trans fats added to enhance flavor and extend shelf life silently lower good cholesterol while raising bad cholesterol. This makes blood circulation difficult. When blood does not reach leg muscles adequately, they do not receive enough nutrients or oxygen to maintain themselves, leading to functional decline, causing joint stiffness and reduced mobility strength. Although delicious, these cakes are nutritionally poor, lacking protein, calcium, magnesium, essential factors for muscle bone health. Regular consumption feels like pouring polluted fuel into your body's engine, resulting fatigued, slow-reacting, vulnerable muscles. The convenience appeal temptation makes impulsive choices easy try, making natural ingredient cakes with fresh fruits, nuts, natural oils. It's more than just buying cake easier. It strengthens muscles, gives vitality, lasting leg flexibility. 8. Ultra-processed cheese, the culprit causing your legs to ache and feel tired. I know you don't want to complain, but the truth is, daily pain and fatigue make you feel like you're losing yourself. And it starts from your legs, right? I want to continue sharing with you that cheese is the next food causing your legs to weaken and those pains to appear. It doesn't harm directly but more subtly. It silently hurts you from within. Ultra-processed cheeses like spreadable butter, processed cheese slices, or melted cheese are used very widely. These products contain very high levels of sodium and saturated fat, directly affecting and sometimes doubling the impact on your muscles and blood vessels. Sodium causes the body to retain water, leading to swelling and increased blood pressure. The silent enemy making your legs heavier and more uncomfortable every day. Saturated fat hardens blood vessels, slowing blood circulation, reducing oxygen and nutrient supply to leg muscles. Not only that, ultra-processed cheese also contains many preservatives, phosphates, and other chemical components, factors that disrupt the balance of important minerals in the body. Two key minerals for muscle contraction and healthy bones, calcium and magnesium, are seriously affected, making you prone to muscle fatigue, nighttime cramps, and joint discomfort. And because legs are the most active parts of the body, they are also the first to call for help when the body lacks nutrients. Have you ever felt heavy, lifeless after meals rich in processed foods? That is the consequence of demineralization and chronic inflammation caused by these foods. Over time, nutrient deficiencies make bones brittle and weak, muscles increasingly inefficient. Simple tasks like walking or climbing stairs gradually become difficult, reducing quality of life. All this can start from a small habit, the type of cheese you choose to spread on your morning bread slice. Instead, there are better choices for your health, such as fresh, minimally processed cheeses like ricotta, cottage cheese, or mayonnaise cheese. Gentle companions your body will thank you for. And remember, we are approaching the most important discovery of this series. The two worst vitamins for your legs still remain to be revealed. 7. Industrial ice cream. On hot days, a cold ice cream can bring a pleasant and delicious feeling, but few people know that if you frequently eat industrial ice cream, full of refined sugar and saturated fat, after age 60, your legs will start to complain. The sugar in the ice cream causes blood sugar levels to spike and then drop rapidly. This sudden fluctuation makes muscles tired, legs heavy, and easily exhausted after just a few steps. Not stopping there, the saturated fat in ice cream also negatively affects cardiovascular health. It narrows blood vessels, making it difficult for oxygen-rich blood to flow down to the legs. The result is frequent sensations of numbness, tingling, and cramps, especially at night. Additionally, industrial ice cream contains many additives such as artificial colors, thickeners, and emulsifiers. These substances silently cause inflammation in the body, one of the main reasons muscles gradually waste away, joints stiffen, and mobility decreases over time. More worryingly, although ice cream contains many calories, it virtually has no real nutritional value. No protein to nourish muscles, no calcium or magnesium to keep bones strong. The body consumes empty energy but remains nutritionally hungry. The consequence? Weak muscles, aching joints, unsteady legs, and an increasing risk of falls. You might think, it's just one ice cream. But eating regularly will leave silent, cumulative consequences day by day. Every spoonful of ice cream, seemingly harmless, takes away the chance for your legs to recover and stay healthy. Instead of harmful industrial ice creams, cold, unsweetened yogurt, rich in probiotics, good for digestion and helping calcium absorption, could be a great choice for summer and your legs. Do you think eating industrial ice cream has already caused very bad effects on your health? The food I'm about to share next is even more dangerous. It can deceive you with a sweet taste, but its harm is bitter. Let's discuss. 6. Milk chocolate. Do you like eating milk chocolate? If yes, please comment number 9. Right now, I will reveal the truth behind those soft and delicious chocolate bars that will make you see them in a different way. Milk chocolate contains a lot of refined sugar and saturated fat, two silent culprits that cause swollen, painful joints, muscle weakness, and rapid fatigue. When sugar and fat combine, they create an inflammatory reaction that directly affects the leg muscles, knee joints, and ankles, the parts that bear weight every day. Notably, most milk chocolates sold in stores have very low cocoa content, while cocoa itself contains beneficial antioxidants. Without cocoa, these chocolates contain various additives from preservatives, artificial sweeteners to synthetic flavors, disrupting the liver, pancreas, and digestive system, making it difficult for the body to absorb nutrients to nourish muscles. Have you noticed that after eating a sweet chocolate bar, you don't feel healthier, but sometimes feel weak and shaky? This is true because the rapid absorption of sugar causes a sudden spike in insulin, quickly exhausting the body. Moreover, increased belly fat from milk chocolate adds heavy pressure on the knees, hips, and ankles. Over time, this leads to chronic pain, reduced mobility, and higher risk of falls, something no one wants after age 60. However, healthy alternatives still allow you to enjoy joyful moments. High cocoa chocolate provides antioxidants and flavonoids that help blood circulation and muscles. When consumed in moderation, these products can even have beneficial effects on vascular health. Always driven by awareness and balance, the key lies in choice and quantity. 5. Canned foods. Convenience today, paying with your legs tomorrow. After a long day with tired, aching legs, you might not want to cook and choose ready-made meals instead. But those seemingly helpful foods that ease your burden are actually causing your knees to ache so much the next morning that you can't get out of bed. Most canned foods contain high amounts of salt, chemical preservatives like sodium benzoate and nitrites, along with artificial colors and hard-to-pronounce additives. These substances not only damage blood vessels and muscles, but also promote chronic low-grade inflammation. One of the main reasons your legs gradually weaken, feel heavy, and experience unusual pain. Excess salt in canned foods causes water retention, leading to swollen legs, leg fatigue, and in many cases is linked to high blood pressure and poor circulation, two common problems after age 60. When blood does not carry enough oxygen to the legs, muscles cannot recover. Strength diminishes without you realizing it. Moreover, the canning process removes most natural nutrients from meat, fish, vegetables. You may feel full, but lack vitamins and minerals essential for bones and muscles. At this time, your body must not only work overtime, but also struggle to eliminate toxins from additives. The more canned food you eat, the weaker your muscles become. Fatigue, cramps, even loss of balance or falls all start from these seemingly harmless meals. You should also know some cans use aluminum alloys, which may contain small amounts of aluminum that accumulate over time, affecting nerves and muscle coordination, causing shaky legs, slow reflexes, less flexible movement, especially in old age. For those wanting to maintain mobility, the first necessary step is avoiding canned products, choosing fresh frozen or naturally preserved alternatives. Cooking with genuine ingredients free from synthetic additives brings almost immediate health benefits. This choice also protects autonomy quality of life over time. If you believe only industrial meals ruin your legs, realize there's much more, because next food type is even more dangerous. 4. Snacks, including filled cookies and processed snack foods, are common in many people's diets. At this point, many may ask, how exactly do cookies and snacks affect the legs and overall health of older adults? The answer follows right here. Cookies and snacks contain numerous artificial substances, from dyes and flavorings to preservatives and stabilizers. These not only overwork the liver and kidneys, but also hinder the body's ability to absorb essential nutrients needed for strong muscles. When blood lacks sufficient oxygen and nutrients, your legs become tired, heavy, prone to pain, and quickly lose strength. More dangerously, these foods are high in refined sugar, salt, and trans fats, the latter causing chronic low-grade inflammation that clogs blood vessels, preventing oxygen and nutrients from reaching leg muscles. This explains why you often experience cramps, numbness, fatigue, or feel unstable when standing for long periods. Additionally, excess salt causes water retention, leading to swollen legs, making every step heavier and more uncomfortable. Poor circulation raises the risk of varicose veins and chronic pain, making legs gradually weaker and more fatigued than before. Furthermore, the rapid fluctuations in blood sugar after eating sweet industrial snacks cause your body to lose energy quickly, triggering intense hunger that leads you to eat more, but with deteriorating health. This vicious cycle weakens the legs, increases vulnerability, and raises fall risks in older adults. I believe that if you value your health, learning about these harmful effects will motivate you to limit or even avoid such snacks entirely. Soon, we will discuss the 2 most dangerous vitamins affecting muscle health. Their realities may shock you. Next, let's discuss monosodium glutamate, MSG. According to American scientists, MSG can overstimulate nerves in the brain and body, causing sensations such as aches, tremors, heavy legs, and numb hands. Older adults are often more sensitive to MSG because their bodies weaken over time. Many packaged foods like instant noodles, broths, instant soups, seasoning mixes, and frozen meals use a flavor enhancer known as monosodium glutamate. MSG is used to make dishes more flavorful, but consuming it excessively, especially after age 60, can negatively affect your legs and overall health. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that MSG can cause chronic low-grade inflammation inside the body. Prolonged inflammation makes leg joints and muscles prone to pain, weakness, and difficulty moving. Additionally, MSG reduces blood circulation, making legs susceptible to cramps, coldness, numbness, and fatigue during activity. Foods containing MSG are often very salty. Excessive salt intake causes fluid retention, leading to swollen, heavy legs with restricted movement, especially around ankles and feet. Moreover, MSG impairs the body's ability to convert sugar into energy. This means that even if you eat enough, muscles don't get sufficient fuel to function. As a result, leg muscles weaken. Climbing stairs or short walks become tiring, potentially leading to muscle loss and dependence on others for daily tasks. Worryingly, many people don't realize they consume MSG daily because it hides under labels like flavor enhancer, yeast extract, or hydrolyzed protein, which sound harmless. To protect the health of your limbs and body, we must speak up and avoid processed foods. Instead, cook at home using natural seasonings such as onion, garlic, pepper, ginger, lemon, olive oil, and fresh herbs, both healthy and supportive for strong legs every day. Now comes the most important part. I will reveal the 2 worst vitamins that, when overdosed, can weaken your leg strength. 2. Excess vitamin A. Research shows that the need for vitamin A varies significantly depending on age and health status. While vitamin A deficiency can lead to serious health problems, excessive supplementation, especially in people over 60, can have negative effects on the body. After this age, liver and kidney detoxification functions decline, causing vitamin A to accumulate in the body, particularly in the liver and joints. This results in muscle tissue inflammation, leading to dull pain in the legs or back, feelings of heaviness, joint stiffness, difficulty standing up, and severe fatigue when climbing stairs. Excess vitamin A also reduces the absorption of calcium and magnesium, 2 essential minerals that help muscles contract and relax properly. Without them, legs are prone to cramps, spasms, and noticeable weakness. A study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that older adults taking high doses of vitamin A long-term had twice the risk of hip fractures compared to those taking appropriate doses. Even more dangerously, excess vitamin A makes bones in the legs and hips brittle, especially for those already suffering from osteoporosis. The root cause is often the habit of more is better, forgetting that vitamin A is naturally present in foods like liver, eggs, carrots, pumpkin, and milk. When combined with multivitamins without careful dose management, it's easy to exceed safe levels. Therefore, once a diverse diet is maintained, older adults should limit additional vitamin A supplements. If supplementation is necessary, it should be done under medical supervision with prescribed doses only. 1. Vitamin D. Beware of over-supplementation. That weakens legs, causes stiffness and balance loss. Many people believe that taking lots of vitamin D is beneficial. Taking several pills every morning seems like a good way to strengthen bones and keep legs healthy. However, fatigue, loss of appetite, heavy legs may actually signal vitamin D overdose and elevated calcium levels in the blood. You see, supplementation isn't always good. Excess can be just as harmful as deficiency. Especially after age 60, when legs are no longer as strong as before, everything you put into your body should be carefully considered. We live to be healthy, not to worry about new problems. Experts at Harvard University have stated, uncontrolled high-dose vitamin D intake can lead to vitamin D toxicity, causing nausea, muscle weakness, and more seriously, calcium deposits in organs like the kidneys and heart. Since vitamin D is fat-soluble, it does not get eliminated quickly but accumulates in fat tissue. When accumulated excessively, it raises blood calcium, leading to hypercalcemia. Older adults then become prone to cramps, burning sensations in calves, stiff knees, and persistent thigh pain. Not only painful, muscles also lose coordination, causing unsteady gait, weakness, and increased fall risk. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism shows that people taking high doses of vitamin D, over 4,000 IU per day, for extended periods, face increased risk of reduced muscle function and balance, especially affecting legs and hips. More dangerously, excess vitamin D causes soft tissue calcification, that is, calcium deposits within muscles and tendons, making calves, knees, and hips stiff, painful, and less flexible. Many older adults feel unable to step without realizing their trusted bone supplement is the culprit. The most concerning impact is on the kidneys, the organ responsible for regulating mineral balance in blood. Too much vitamin D impairs kidney filtration, causing swelling, muscle pain, and weakness. This vicious cycle further weakens legs and diminishes independent mobility. Both deficiency and excess are harmful, vitamins included. Lack of vitamin D weakens the body, but too much causes equally serious damage. Therefore, supplementation must be appropriate, timely, properly dosed based on real bodily needs, not taken arbitrarily or following trends. This is especially critical for older adults to protect their health and maintain strong legs daily. Old age is not the end, nor is it a time filled only with fear or helplessness. It is a new journey where people begin to slow down, but not give up. They no longer chase after everything like in their 20s, but start to be selective, choosing what to keep for themselves and what to let go in order to live more lightly. They choose an appropriate diet, a lifestyle that helps the body stay strong every day. They choose what truly matters so that their legs still want to walk. They can still go to the market on their own, brew tea with their own hands, and make decisions about their own lives. Because having legs that can still walk means retaining a part of your freedom. And a healthy body is what helps older adults preserve the most precious things: independence, peace of mind, and self-respect. If you also believe that old age is not something to fear, but requires the right choices to live each day fully, then right now, please like and subscribe to the Senior Health Tips channel. Here, there will always be gentle, practical, and sincere stories to accompany you on your journey of living healthily, happily, and independently.